Okay, we are back and pleased to be joined by Caprice Dydasco and Racheal Kundananj. We will once again open the questions in the room, and then we'll open the questions on the Zoom. So, straight to questions.
Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations on the goal and the assist. It's been a busy week, and there's been a lot of news that this team has had to sort of navigate while preparing for this road game. The same question for both of you, just sort of how the team has been both like digesting the news of like Albertine leaving. Of course, there's been a lot of changes to the roster during this transfer window, but also being able to rally together and get this road point.
Yeah, like you said, it's been like a big week for us, but within our team, like nothing big has changed, and I'm just so proud of how we bounced back and took that information and still was able to travel away and still get a point, and that's been hard for us to lately to score goals. So I think we just knew that we stick together as a family like we always have, and we're super close on and off the field, and we knew once we got this goal that we would gain confidence, and especially going to this next stretch of games, it was huge for us to just come together and prove that and show not only to ourselves but to everyone else that didn't believe and think that there's going to be easier games because of this, but I think this has brought us closer, and we're just going to fight to the end. Yeah. Good.
Same.
Yeah.
And then I've been traveling with you guys too, and I've been pretty stunned by how quickly everything is happening. I mean, barely 24 hours in Orlando, and I've heard that for some players this is actually the preference rather than like extending it, maybe staying the night in Orlando. Same question again for both of you. How do you manage that? Like, what is sort of the key to navigating the difference in time zones? Like, your circadian rhythm is different. Meal times, I imagine, feel a little bit different. Breakfast is like super early West Coast time.
Yeah.
But you've also been doing this for a while as part of your job. But I'm just curious, as someone who's experiencing it for the first time, like, what all goes into that? Like the planning pre and during and after?
Yeah.
I think for me, I think this can't affect everything, the time zone, and it's just a mindset and how you switch it. It's just like to think, oh, when I go this side, the time is this time, and like your mind, what you feed your mind matters. Because if you say, oh no, we are going to eat breakfast now and it's 6 a.m. where we are coming from, oh no, we are eating lunch, where I'm coming from, it's breakfast, and like all those things, then you'll be affected. But if you just keep it and you're just like, oh, it's normal, this is breakfast, oh, this is lunchtime, and you just like, you feed your mind like that, and then it will help you. So like, we shouldn't let all this affect us, but let this be even our motivation to to do the best.
Yeah, and I think as a club, they did a really good job with educating us, because it goes back to science of educating us, being like, if we want to actually get into the East Coast time zone, we have to come 3 days early. And because our schedule is so back and forth, they said that it's better for us even just to kind of come into the day before, scientifically just play a game and get out, just so we don't get onto the system, because next week we're back in California time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of thought and process that goes into it, and there's a lot of communications at the beginning of the year saying how do we like this, do we like this, and it's a back and forth conversation and communication of we want the best for the players, and if this is what you want. And personally, I love it, because as long as we can keep our normal schedule routine at home and less sleeps in a hotel, I'm all for it. So we're in and out, and we're so happy that we get to go home tonight. So it's great. Yeah.
Great insight, because I was like, what did they want to spend after
yeah, but because I don't think a lot of people love sleeping in hotels. So if we can spend one night rather than 2 sleepless nights, then that win for us.
And then the last question, it's been a while since you guys have gotten a point. What do you think that this is going to do for the collective confidence of the team moving forward, especially because when you look ahead to the next few games, I mean, there's no easy game in this league anyway, but just the point about the confidence boost maybe from this game.
Yeah, I think if anyone has been watching our games, we've been right there. We've been creating chances, and scoring goals is the hardest thing to do in the game of soccer. So I knew that if we get this one goal, and Rudy had a beautiful goal, that this will carry this momentum and confidence and belief, and just bringing us closer together leading into this next stretch of games, because these next games are going to be hard, but we know that we can win points in those that stretch, and those are the exact teams we want to play against, because those are the middle of the table teams. So we know that this game was huge for us to even get a point, and we'll take that and we'll go back, review, and get better this week.
Yeah, and also carry the positive things that we did in this game to the next game, and not even been thinking of we were supposed to win this game, now we drew. Like, let's just carry the positive things and go on to the next games. Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you. All right, on the Zoom, we're going to go to Brian.
Good result. This is as we were sitting here talking. This is, I believe, the first point against Orlando ever for the team, and so congratulations for that. It seems, Racheal, that when the perennial top fours, the Orlando's, Washington, Kansas City, you seem to find ways to put the ball on the back of the net. Are these games that you get a little more up for, and you're really trying to thread that needle, getting that ball in the net?
I think when playing the top 4 teams is when you feel like if we just miss any chance, they are going to get us. So like every opportunity that we get, we try to score. Even like it motivates me because I know they are top 4, and I know I want our team to be there. So like we need to fight them and show them that we also deserve to be on the top 4.
And you having been here for most of the history of the team, what's it feel like for you to get a point against this Orlando squad that's always in the top 4?
Come again?
What does it feel like for you to get that first point against Orlando, one of those teams that's always in that top 4 in the league?
This is a motivation, even though we wanted the off 3 points, and we've just, as I said earlier, like taking the positive things we did in the game and move on to the next game, because this game wasn't easy. Even grabbing that point wasn't easy. I am sure most of the people weren't even expecting us to get even a single point, but like we did that. So I feel like we are now getting there to get the maximum 3 points in the next game.
And so for Caprice, it seems like you've been one of those people that Albertine can write in and pen every game because you're just there, game in, game out. What do you attribute to your being able to, stay healthy, stay in there, and then hold your own on that outside for this team this season?
Yeah, I think I've been in the league for 11 years, and it just comes with experience, and I'm sharing that with my teammates. I've been on playoff teams, I've been on losing teams, and I'm just sharing those experiences that I think by now the team knows how competitive each game is and how important every game is. So just making sure that we're prepared. We know that mentally we're ready for each moment, and when everyone gets a chance, that this is their moment, and just take it and run with it. And I'm just a resource and happy and so lucky to have great teammates that no matter what comes our way, that we stick together, and like Rudy said, we run with the positivity, and we just take it and run with it. So I'm really proud of this group. We're a very young group, but that doesn't mean anything, and we're not done, and we're going to keep fighting to the end.
To further your point, Brian, Caprice today is the first player to play 45 games for this club. She also extends her minutes played record streak with 3,825 minutes played for this club. So,
I didn't have the exact stuff, but I knew that.
Thanks.
So Caprice, let me ask you a second one here. With your experience in seeing this, what are you sharing with the team right now to say, you know what, we've still got a chance, and once we get in, taking a swing, we could be at that home game at the end of the season. What are you telling them right now, and how are you keeping everybody on that we're gonna get there until we can't sort of attitude?
Yeah, I think as a professional in whatever sport, you're always going to have outside noise, and the only people that knows the truth and that can create that and make a change is the people here. So we just kind of take that, let it go, and then just not affect us, and we just grind every day. And as sad as it sounds, I've gone through so many coaches, and they come and go, but we're the players, we're the people that can make those changes. And I think in trainings, we know that there's momentum throughout this league, and if we get this momentum last year, some of the girls experienced that. We had a good switch and change in the second half of the season, we ran with it, we made playoffs. So there's never an end to the season until it's done. And I think I know that our team is gonna keep fighting and until our last game. So don't count us out.
All right, thanks, Brian. We have time for just 2 more questions. Marco?
Ladies, congratulations on the point against Orlando. First for Caprice, and then I'll just ask one to Rudy. It looked like in the second half that Orlando really came on with their attack, and it looked like you guys were having a bend, don't break type of defensive mode there. Is that what it sort of felt like, especially after they evened it up?
Yeah, I think we weathered the storm. Just the game of football, you know. There's going to be times where we're going to be defending for 20 minutes, but it's that, like exactly you said, it's like bend, don't break. And I'm really proud of the team fighting to the end. And we get that. If we weather that storm, then we got that second wave towards the end of the second half. We had so many chances, and it's just a matter of putting away our chances, and we're still working on that. And I'm really proud that we can walk away with 1 point. Playing Orlando is never easy. So getting our first points against Orlando today was great.
Speaking of putting away those chances, you know, Rudy, it was tough at the beginning of the year where you had a lot of chances that didn't go and were hitting posts. Now you scored in the last two goals in these last couple of games. You know, how good does it feel now to finally see them going in for you?
You know, I'm just hoping to score every chance and work on the every mistake that I'm making, that because hitting the post is my mistake, not the post mistake. So sometimes it's frustrating to see the ball hitting the post, but my fellow players, also myself, we kept on pushing me and say, let's go, you can do it. And that's why I'm coming back strong. Even today, even the goal which I scored is something we spoke about when we had a small break. We spoke about it, and it happened on the game, which I'm just proud of, because if you speak about something and you work on it, it's something progressive. So I feel like I'm so happy about it. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Rudy. Well, one more note before we go. Rudy's goal was the 3rd of the season for her, but it's also the 8th of her career, which puts her in the lead with the club record of 8 goals in her career with the club. So, all right, that is it for us today. We are back in San Jose next week against Gotham. Thanks, everybody.